all the way over there in Africa and Ghana. Y'all put your hands together for our family, our dearest family member, Adrienne Corder. Yes, you spotlight over the city, girl.
I made it. I made it to the spotlight. I'm excited. All the way from Ghana.
Hey, all
the way from Ghana.
From Lake Arbor to Ghana.
From Lake Arbor to Ghana.
So when I tell you, so first of all, shout out to that. I saw you had a studio situation set up over there. You want to talk about that a little bit? Now, this all the way in Ghana.
I think we should go all the way back first.
Yeah, let's take it back.
Let's take it back because
all right.
How do we know each other, Adrienne?
Let's see. So yeah, shout out to First Baptist Church of Glen Arden.
But that's not really
I know
how we know each other.
I know.
But shout out to them anyway.
Yeah, shout out to
That brought us together.
That brought us back together when we were adults.
But prior to that, we were the pediatricians of your beautiful baby.
Yes,
my
her
family.
parents have been pediatricians to my kids since my kids was born.
Dr. Corder, shout out to my mom and dad.
Shout out to Dr. Fred
community doctors of the city.
Yes, Dr. Marilyn and Fred Corder. They've been pediatricians throughout DMV forever. So I'm sure
from good
back
stock.
even when Landover Mall was.
Who remember Landover Mall?
Landover Mall?
It's a
They had an office at Landover Mall.
It's a pile of dirt now. It's like a little forest.
I know.
Anyway,
So fast forward though.
So fast forward, we really reunited through Queen Esther.
Yes, thank you. Thank God.
And that was an amazing experience at a good time in our lives. I was able to be introduced to Stan the Man.
Yeah.
And the courtship and the process and the wedding. I was
Yes,
at
you
your
came
wedding.
to St. Thomas to the wedding.
Look, if you invite me overseas anywhere, I'm gonna be there. I don't
That's
care.
right.
It could be a wedding. I'm gonna be there. I just need a reason to get there.
I love it. I love it.
So I appreciate you guys. I've been watching you, and as
Somebody
you grow.
said, that's my kid's doctor.
Yeah,
See, I told you.
Dr. Fred.
Call the kids. Shout out.
So real quick though, because when I saw these pictures, I was shocked because you hadn't been there for a long period. Not long enough to start a business and get it established and do all that. I was like, wow. So let's talk about this business because it's all the way in Ghana.
All right.
So how did this come about?
The long story short, genetically, everyone is into genetics, right? You want to know where you're from. So AfricanAncestry.com, shout out to them. They gave me my results of Ashanti on my mother's side. Ashanti is the majority tribe of Ghana. They were like the rich tribe. They the gold. They got the gold. They the ones that like be.
Okay.
Yeah,
They be having things.
Yeah. They make it happen. So I wanted to see it. When I got the report, I was in college. This was a long time ago, and I was like, I'm gonna remember that. And when I get a chance to go overseas in Ghana, I'm gonna go there first. And then from there, we'll see. I started going in 2005, saw it, was just blown away. I understood and overstood. Like,
so when you first touched down and so the first place you went to was Ghana?
That was in 2005.
In 2005. So how did that feel when you first got off the plane?
So when you land in Ghana, it's a different feeling. A lot of people travel all over the world, but when you land in Africa, or specifically West Africa for us, it's a spiritual reuniting that we don't even know is happening. It's within us.
That's what I hear. That's why I asked.
Yeah, no, it's a serious thing. As soon as you land, as soon as you stand up, it's different from any other place you travel. So
it's
you
like
feel
welcome
that.
home.
But it's internal. It's like your soul is talking to the place.
Wow.
So it's been that year of return was 2019. That marked the 400th. Commemorated the 400th year of the first enslaved African through certain
400, yeah.
Right, so 1619 Project 1619 explains all of that, but that is where 2019 year of return came from. During that year, almost 500,000 of us, Black Americans, the ancestors of the enslaved people, went back for the first time. So first time in the history of 400 years, a lot of us was just about face. Like, what's over there?
Which was the starting point.
And it was a party, y'all. We turned up. We dropped $2.3 billion in Ghana.
Wow.
Y'all give it up for that.
Wow.
Not give it up for that.
We're different, So we were involved with that. We took about 60 people that year, just going and being familiar with the culture and the place. Once it got trendy, people were like, Adrienne Ghana, she's been going for a long time. And it never was an interest to anybody before 2019. I would go and come and nobody was like, take me with you until 2019. Then
so you see how 2019 was really significant.
Oh yeah, they had a good promotion for us, and we have an urge for connection and rootness. So Ghana is really a good place. I don't see white people. I don't deal with racism. I don't deal with police brutality. But the police don't police people. They protect like the streets.
Like they should.
Wow.
Like they should.
They act as they should.
There's no cap on black people. You see black people. I mean, similar to PG. Like I tell everyone I left Chocolate City when it turned white for Chocolate Country because Ghana's still black.
I like that.
Wow.
So you left when you say you left Chocolate City,
DC
for Chocolate
for
Country.
Chocolate Country.
And the country's still black.
And the country's still black.
And
Not all Africa black though. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
It's
but
different
for
phases of
sure,
Africa. But for Ghana,
for Ghana,
Yeah.
in certain parts, it's still that, and it's powerful and rich.
yeah. So fast forward a couple years, going back and forth, 2019, Trump came. Right, Obama was a high. Everybody was like, "Oh, great." Then Trump came. Then I was like, "Oh man, DC started changing. Gentrification really hit." I live in Petworth, Northwest. I just saw the tale of two cities happening, and I didn't like it. I'm fourth generation Washingtonian. I was like, "This is weird." Trump
Yeah.
got things weird. I got called the N-word by a big white man in an elevator in my office building in Bowie, and I was shook. Like so shook I couldn't even speak. And I realized like even PG County, even DC is changing, and I wanted to have something different, an option for my family to go to at all times. So Ghana was familiar for me. We went during COVID. They handled COVID phenomenally. Shout out to Ghana for that.
Yeah.
Less than 1,500 people died the entire pandemic. Let me repeat that. Less than 1,500.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I was impressed.
In the
I
whole
have a
country.
healthcare in the whole country. I have a healthcare background. I was impressed with what they were doing, and it was safer for me to be there. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not
Yeah.
coming back to the fight. Y'all call me
know. I
when
was
it's
like,
over.
Call me when this mess over.
And everybody was like, what? You're not coming back? I was like, Then insurrection happened. I was like, oh, hell no. I'm good. I'm straight. If my godson and my children couldn't have done that, if my baby, our babies couldn't have done that without getting murdered, because if it would have been our brothers and
Oh,
sisters
you
and
already
kids
know.
doing that, it would have been a massacre added to the many. So I was like, I can't be in a place where it's really not equal. The rules are made for us only, and they keep showing that. So I left.
And so, surprisingly, a lot of people don't understand that Africa is not what they portray on TV.
Oh, no, it's
So Africa's a beautiful place. It's robust. It has a lot of great things going on, and it's for us.
Yeah.
So, fast forward to this situation that you guys came about. How did that come about? Because what is it? Like, I know I
Yes.
saw the pictures, and it looked like a salon type.
Yeah, it's
setting.
everything. It's called the House of Diaspora.
Okay.
There are about 5,000 Black Americans that have escaped. They call it the Black Exodus, or decided to do something different for a little while. And they chose Ghana. Ghana speaks English. Your money is strong. We're still exotic. So they looking at us like, whoa, y'all are real. Like, we only see y'all on TV. But it's more of us coming. So we really needed a lot of services that we're familiar with. So barbershop in per se. So my partner, shout out to Wood, he has a barbershop in Tampa, 2 in Florida, 1 in Detroit, and 1 in Ghana. Old
Wow.
school tensorial art, that black man's, I know what it is. The black man barbershop experience isn't everywhere.
That's
Yeah.
So we
true.
take it there because, one, Black Americans have an expectation that they may not find everywhere. So we provide whatever we need. We have a meta spot where we provide just non-invasive cosmetic procedures for skincare, as well as we do soul food because we wanted some mac and cheese, so we just started making it ourselves.
I
So
like
anything we noticed that we couldn't get, we
You
just
made.
Started creating
and
it
it's all
and making
in
it
one
there.
place. It's called the House of Diaspora.
Really?
So that's a
Yeah.
beautiful situation.
In addition to tours, when you live in Africa, you automatically, by default, become a tour guide because everyone be like, "Oh, I'm coming." And you don't want them to get swindled or taken, so you just start doing it. So I started doing that in 2019, and now we have Diasporan Experience, which is specifically for the Black Americans or the Islanders that are coming back to Africa for the first time, because it's a thing for us to come back. It's something different than the average tourist of the world, and we need to be catered to and taken care of properly. So the Diasporan Experience does tours, retreats, just all types of stuff. Anything you need in Ghana, we got you.
How did you come up with the name?
The Diasporan Experience, so diaspora means basically we are the diaspora. Any black people outside of the continent of Africa. It could be Europe, it could be islands, it could be America. We are the diaspora, black
Gotcha.
people.
Wow.
You're smart a little bit too, though.
She
I got
is
a couple-
smart.
I got a
Good.
couple degrees.
I can hang out with you.
I don't practice medicine, but I was trained to.
I heard.
She did. She did all that. She got 2 doctor parents, and she went all.
Yeah. So salute to you for all your accomplishments.
Yeah, so we just want to create options. Every other culture in this community or any community have a rooted option of culture. So, whoever you are, whether you're Indian, Chinese, white, like everybody know where they're from. And we were severed of that. So now we got options, we have access, we got money, we got access to, resources to do things. And it's time that we take this pivotal time in history and make it. Shout out to AAAG, African American Association of Ghana. It's an organization that's been in existence for 31 years to support those that are there.
Wow.
Basically, it's like a support system, a support group. But we do all types of things now. We had a Juneteenth program this year. We educate the Africans on us because they know nothing about us.
Well, they're not supposed to know nothing.
Ooh, man. I mean, the things I hear, I just be like, well, they be like, black people over there want to be white, right? And I was like, what? Like they just say the weirdest things. So we have to do a lot of communication across cultures because we're just different. We're from the same. We may look alike. You'll see people that look like your mama, your daddy, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin. You'd be like, yo, let me take a picture of you. We be taking pictures of random people all the time. We'd be like, we found somebody who's from your tribe. So just knowing your root, AfricanAncestry.com gives you not a percentage. If you did your roots and you get a percentage back, well, you don't want that. You want to know where to go. You want to know a place on the map. You want to know a type of people. You want to know the tribe. African Ancestry is the only one that's going to do that, and they basically provide you with the piece to the puzzle. Well, you don't even have to go. You just know. But I chose to go, and we like it. Ghana's beautiful. It's many beaches. You can get land. You can build. You can start whatever you want. They want us there. They need our resources. We could be really black strong if we come together and show them what to do with those raw resources.
I love it.
We the finished product, y'all. We got to show them.
I say let's do it. And I love what you say. I believe what you say because I have friends that's going over there and doing their thing. So I am in the building. They bought cake. That's one of my brothers that's also real tuned in. He did the same thing. He went to AfricanAncestry.com and poured. I think that's where you went, right? Yeah. Same thing, yep. And so he has his roots. So everybody, I would suggest that you would do that.
Yeah, just
it's
do
time
it.
to learn
just
who you are.
Just complete that circle.
Right?
We are not just from slavery.
No, that's
it
where
was
they
a whole
stopped
thing
us
before
at.
that.
Before
and
that,
just knowing the history, including that in your family history, and then also having access to go. You could do extreme family reunions. You could take your mama. We do cross-generational trips where we want the kids to come.
Wow, I love it.
If you can expose a child to that, the mind-changing ability of making this a better place.
I love it. I love it. Well, we have to wrap up, Adrienne. I love you. Thank you so much for sharing how it is to be over there in Ghana. If you all are ever interested and want to learn more, please follow her. Tell them how to follow you and tell them, if there's a website that they want to go to.
Yeah,
but give them all the information.
Sure. So on Instagram, we are the Diasporans, and then A quarter 80.
Spell that out for
Yeah,
help me
because we
out.
kind of made up that word.
Yeah. Help me.
We are the Diasporans, DIASPOR. IANS. So it's like diaspora, but put the ands on it.
Okay.
Also, my private stuff is Adrienne Quarter, A quarter 80 under Instagram, but we'll tag everything.
Yeah, we'll tag everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Thank you all. Thank you so much. And if there's ever anything that Spotlight Over City can do to help bridge the gap between here and Ghana, let us know.
We're going to do some youth programs because our youth really need exposure.
Okay.
So we're going to be doing some stuff in the Southeast Side town where my mama from.
I like it.
All right, let us know. Y'all, please give it up for this amazing entrepreneur, healthcare professional, Adrienne Quarter.
Give it up.
Up next, we got the Dunk